Oh wow.
Shots up.
Yeah, Papa goes down.
Oh, he's back up. He's down again. He's done.
Oh, he's out.
No way, still another shot. Mono Joe's going down. He's done.
Wow.
Welcome, everybody.
That's brilliant, dude.
What?
Nothing. I'm just excited for tonight's match. Welcome back, everyone, to this 2v2 knockout for the GSPL. We are amateur hour commentary on the Wolf. That is Dickhead over there, aka Hawkhead, aka Chickenhead, aka
Jake from State Farm.
He's got a little gobbler on the mind. But we got Lobby Killaz and UMAD Army. This is not UMAD 2.0. This is a different team. It's the other UMAD. And it's bound to be a good one.
Now, there is a reason. Well, there's a story behind this hat, I should say, not a reason. There's a story behind it.
Okay.
So today we went to like one of those like family pumpkin farms, and like they got the corn maze and everything like that, right? So we took Allie to there, and then they had some pigs that was like a pig race. Anyway, so they had a couple of different ones, and they had some piglets that they were racing, and then like they were like getting people to come up to like the fence and to like cheer and stuff. So anyway, they're like looking for people anyway. So when they're like, any volunteers, my wife grabs my arm, and she's like flapping my arm around, and the person looks at me, they're like, you seem really excited. I was like, for fuck's sake. so anyway, that's why I ended up with the fucking hat.
That's too funny, man. Oh my gosh. Well, it fits you. It looks really nice.
Oh god, we have fucking VR stupid up in here. Oh, it's all downhill.
Yeah, what's up, stupid? How you doing, man? This is too good. This is too good. Absolutely love that you brought this on. So thank you all so much for tuning in. There are a couple of games going on. There's one going on right now around the 7 o'clock time. This is a different one. This is the Rounders versus Follow Me Boys. Unfortunately, we didn't. I thought we were going to have the links. We don't have the links. That's all good because we have Lobby Killaz versus UMAD Army. But let's talk a little bit about these teams. So the UMAD Army, we'll just get to the rosters here. Includes El Jefe Toon. We're just gonna, I'm gonna refer to him as Toon because I don't want to say El Jefe all night. Toon and Enoch, I believe is how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. If anyone knows this player, knows how to pronounce it, please let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So Toon and Enoch are going to be going up against Lobby Killaz. We all kind of already know these guys. This is going to be Strict 9 and True Paper Chaser, unless there was a roster change. I know that they were working on ensuring that True could be there.
Yeah, no,
but
it should be.
But y'all should be familiar with Lobby Killaz. They are back, and they are looking for that quarterfinal spot. So good luck to them in UMAD Army. They got two teams in on this little knockout tournament. First one was taken out by you guys, TNA. And so this is their last-ditch effort in trying to push their name into quarterfinals. Well, let's talk. Speaking of the brackets, though, let's talk about the bracket there.
Oh, you want to look at the bracket? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you want to look at the bracket?
Yeah.
There's a bracket.
All right. So we could say this much. You know, TNA is moving on. They're going to be going against the Blue Collar Boys or the Legionnaires.
I do believe they play tomorrow.
That is the hope. We'll keep our fingers crossed because if one of the players can't make it, it's going to be a forfeit, and we definitely don't want to see that happening. So because some really good players on both of those teams. By the way, you guys are going to be going up against one of them. Then we got UMAD Army and Lobby Killaz tonight. They will be going up against the Alternates, and who won in a very exciting Host Killers Alternates match. I could have sworn I watched it back, and I was correct in my analysis on Black Site with regards to like when they had gone out and when the player got down and everything. But it was incredible how quickly Killers came back, man. Like that was just an incredible fight. So really good game. Dude, if you guys didn't check that out, you need to go check it out because that was a great game. Alternates, host killers, it's saved. And then we also have Steeth Killers versus... No, it wasn't Steeth Killers, sorry. What was the name of the Salty and... I forgot the freaking name. It was Gilbert and Salty Bits versus Buenos Verdes. I forgot their name. Apologies, guys. I know it wasn't put up on the bracket. It wasn't adjusted. But regardless, Buenos Verdes is moving on. They had won. And Rounders versus Follow Me Boys is happening at 7 o'clock. So just around this time. So Buenos Verdes is going up against one of those. Then we had the Steeth Killers versus Get Help. Steeth Killers...
No, I think
that was Get Help came out.
Yeah, Gilbert and Salty Bits. That was just as they went under. They didn't have
that was
the
it.
name. The name that got added was Steeth Killers.
Yeah, Steeth Killers.
That was the name that did get changed.
I watched this match back twice. I watched this match back twice. Get Help for Steeth Killers, and I'm forgetting who won.
Steeth Killers,
but it was close. It was Steeth Killers. Yeah. The only one that wasn't really a 6-4 was your game. That was 6-3. Every other one has been 6-4. So it's been great.
So far, yeah.
And then they're going to be going up against Ace Blockers or Germans in Leather Pants, and that's happening at 10 o'clock, which we will be covering tonight. So be sure to stick around if you haven't followed already.
Yep. We'll have a short break after this one because we're gonna have a lot of space between the games here. But we will be back for that one. So it gives everybody time to go and get drinks and get prepared and
get re-energized.
All the good stuff.
Because next week we're going to be going into quarter. I always say corner, and I want to say quarter.
Quarterfinals?
The quarterfinals, but my mouth just can't keep up. The quarterfinals next week. And that's going to be exciting because, they've all been exciting, but we're getting pretty close. I mean, we started out with 8 rounds this past week. We're going to move into 4, so we're not going to be covering nearly as much. And then the week after, it's only 2 games, and then, of course, 1 that following week. So I can't wait to see who's going to come out victorious. All teams looked very, very good, very, very promising. And that's all going to depend on play style, but we've talked extensively about... we've talked extensively about the different kind of environment and gameplay style that is required of a 2v2. Yeah, it's very, very different. You have to use tactics that you're probably not familiar, or I don't want to say familiar, but less familiar with, simply because there's only 2 of you. You got to watch each other's back, and with one of you going down, I mean, it's so much more critical than if one of your teammates went down in a 4v4. So utility is important, good aim, good positioning, and definitely splitting up. I know we've seen that a couple of times. Teams have adjusted their strategy to avoid that, following it happening at least once. So we'll see if that happens tonight. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully these have been watching and have been learning and seeing what works, doesn't work, and then adapting that to their own strategies.
Yeah, it's definitely a different play style for sure. Sorry, if it seems like you're hitting a wall, I don't know why.
I'm hitting a wall? As if my voice stops at some point?
I don't know. It just seems a little weird.
Is there a filter?
No, I think this has fixed it. I think if I do that, it'll be good. All right. I think I'm going to fix it.
Very cool. Well, we're going to give a shout out to everybody in chat. We got Karen, we got SoFlo, Rabbit Aggressor. We also have VR Stupid, and we got E-Curb in here giving the googly eyes. What's going on, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
First time chatter. Welcome, welcome.
Tim.
I'm not usually this much of a chicken.
No, but you are that much of a cock.
That I'll agree with. That I will agree with.
They're happen all night, man. You put them up, I'll try to sink them. I can't sink them in Rocket League, but I'll sink them here.
There you
go. So how is everybody tonight? Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully your weekend's been good to you.
Yeah, like I said, I went out and we did the whole family outing today. So if you guys let us know how you guys' weekend was. Did you do anything fun and interesting?
Yeah, I didn't do much. I mowed the lawn yesterday. I got rid of my old grill. Decided to just use the that was gifted to me by my brother, and then today I just did a lot of testing. That's it. That's all I did.
Yes, I did. I had to do a dump run yesterday. Yeah.
Had to do a what run?
A dump run. Karen with a gifted sub to VR Stupid.
Greatly appreciated. So explain to me what this dump run is. Is it like you're going to different toilets, dumping, and each one?
Like you load up a truck with shit that you don't need and you take it to the dump.
Oh, that kind of dump run.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't done that in years. And I only did
like
it
a normal person's concept of a dump run.
Listen.
Oh, fuck.
Listen. Here's the thing. Prior to living in Waterbury, where I am now, I was living in a place called Green Island. In each of these places, even over in Troy, in the Albany County region, they have these spring cleanings, and they drive by with the garbage trucks and pickup trucks, stuff like that, and you could throw out anything you want. So you never have to do a dump run. It just comes to me. That's it. I don't have to ever worry about it.
When I was in my 20s,
like that.
When I was in my 20s, I used to work in the back of a garbage truck. I was a lot more fit than back then.
It's a runny poop, says Flanders.
Yeah,
it's very sexy.
This is true. Ack is making a Halloween costume. I saw he sent me a photo of one of the things they made, and yeah, it's straight out of Kids' Nightmares. So yeah, he's
wonderful.
He's creating nightmare fuel, so it's gonna be good for the kids. You know, he plans on scaring the kids and stuff too. You know, it's all fun.
It's the only way to do it on Halloween. We do have a bit of a lag test here, so
yeah,
not an official match at the moment.
I mean, if you weren't traumatized as a child, I mean, you just gotta pass that traumatization on, right? You just gotta.
Absolutely. Sharing is caring, man. Whether it's food or candy or trauma, you know.
So Punishment's asking for predictions, so I guess this is a good time to go back over really quick the rules for the scoring system for this. So it is first to 6 being ahead by 2. So 6 to 4 is the absolute minimum that we can get. Well, 6-0 is technically the minimum we can get, but 6 to 4, you have to win by 2. Otherwise, if we end up in a 6 to 5 position, then we're going to go all the way up until somebody's up by 2 or maximum of 10 wins. So that's it's basically the concept here. 6 wins, ahead by 2, maximum 10. But with that being said, we've already got some people in the chat dropping saying, UMAD, you know, chill, dude, rooting for UMAD. You know, I gotta say, I'm thinking Lobby Killers myself personally, just because we've seen Lobby Killers before. We've seen Strict 9, True Paper Chaser. We've seen these guys before. We know what they're capable of. And they're not to be slept on. UMAD Army, obviously, coming in. We don't really know a whole lot about them, so they could surprise us for sure. But I got to go with what I know.
Yeah, if you go by numbers, Lobby Killers are our favorite to win. But every time I say that, the underdog always surprises us. So I'm going to go with UMAD.
You're going
UMAD. Just because every time I say the numbers are in favor to win, it ends up being the opposite. So I'm going to go with the opposite. I'm going to go with.
But then it's going to do the opposite of what you say anyway. So.
No, because here's the thing. Like what I'm saying is that I believe that the numbers will win.
Karen is also saying that you are the kiss of death. So the fact that you so therefore you've just.
But here's the thing.
Solidified Lobby Killers.
let me say this then. All right. I believe Lobby Killers will win. But because I strongly believe that every time I say the number will win, the opposite happens, I'm going to say I want UMAD to win. So I believe Lobby Killers will win, but I want UMAD to win. That way, now I'm kind of favoring both, and it kind of equals itself out.
I don't know what the fuck it is anymore. I have no idea.
So here, my professional opinion is that based on the statistics, Lobby Killers are favored to win, and they are going to win. But because my personal, that's the professional looking at the statistics perspective. If I'm looking at it from a personal perspective, I'm going to say UMAD. Yes. UMAD all day says chill, dude. I'm very excited that you're excited. I was going to say something.
17 to 15 match.
Exactly what it was.
Unfortunately, we can't go that high. But it would be interesting if we did get to like a 9-9 situation. It would be interesting.
And that would be our first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really, really exciting. But they're vying for that quarterfinal position. So, you know, anything could happen. Now, we'll see how they utilize it. This tournament is pretty much like almost anything goes. Other tournaments that Lobby Killaz have played in have a little bit more restricted, refined rules around like what each match is going to look like. I believe that was over at the Super Sweet tourney. So those were a little bit more specially defined for each round. This one is literally anything goes, except you can carry one jammer, one sensor, and you can't have repeat maps. So we'll see how this turns out. But
yeah, I'm down.
Here we go. Lobby Killaz starting off on the defense.
I think they're gonna be right, bro. I think they're gonna be right. Yeah, I'm putting it on right side.
UMAD hard pushing the right side.
Okay. I'm watching middle. You see anything on that side?
A little bit of peek by Toon. He gets tagged. He's got to get out of there. Grenades coming in. He does get dropped, and both of them get blown away. There goes Enoch and Toon. And just like that, UMAD lose round number 1 here on Warehouse. Lobby Killaz taking round number 1.
Should have ran.
Structured is a word. I know, because like structured is suggesting that this isn't structured. I want to say like I can't really put. It's more creatively designed, I guess. It's more creative in its design, I guess is what I was going for. But I don't know. Words be hard. English impossible. How many rounds? So chill. It's I don't know, man. We'll see. It could be a 6-4 or it could be a 10-9.
Yeah.
It all depends, but it got to be won by 2.
Yeah. So a minimum of 6 wins, ahead by 2. So we could have a 6-0, somewhere between 6-0 and 6-4, or all the way up to maximum of 10 wins. So it really depends. Once we start getting to that 6 mark, somebody's getting to that 6 mark, that's when it really becomes very critical and sort of match point. And at that point, it could be over very, very quickly.
Yeah, very much could be. And if it starts out like that, if that's setting the precedent for what's to come, UMAD, they're going to have to change strategy up rather quickly. Now, I understand what they were doing. You could hear it. Both teams could hear each other. The audio was there, so they knew exactly where each other were. The problem was, I think UMAD was a little bit too close. They were going to go back for the firewall. They were going to get that before they put forward. But they were a little bit too close to the red door. They peeked. They couldn't get out of there in time and lost their ability to escape, especially when they got caught in that peek. The suspicion is that grenades are going to be coming in, right? So you really got to book it out of there. We'll see if they can turn it around, though. We're going to go back to Warehouse. And now UMAD have their chance on defense.
God damn it. That's hilarious.
For some reason, Lobby Killaz is behind by like 3 seconds.
Alright. What do you want to do, bro? You want to push around, doggy? Hurry up, bro. We ain't got much time. Those fuckers are gonna arrest us.
Let's just go.
Alright.
So Strict 9 and True Paper Chaser, they're trying to push up mid real quick. They're expecting a push.
Checking right. Right looks clear. Maybe one room over? I thought I heard him. Alright, bet. Yeah, let's push the right side. Let's peek the fuck.
UMAD are a little bit
Try to get the left side
far back. They're not leaving themselves a lot of room to move around.
I bet.
They are regrouping, which I believe, that's a very smart decision to make.
Watch out for the mines. I know a good mine spot right here behind the crates.
Shots fired. Tune gets dropped by True Paper Chaser.
Yeah.
Here comes Strict 9 dropping Enoch. And LK, they're going to take the warehouse map as long as these utility items don't take them out. I said that same thing when you and Ak were playing, and there you go, running in circles, getting blown to Kingdom Come. Lobby Killaz take map number 1, pushing them ahead 2-0.
I think you shot my grenade I threw up.
All right, sorry, I had to go into the shadows there, doing a little bit of balancing. You're saying
all good.
You're saying about me and Ak with the, yeah, there was a lot of utility in that match, man. There was a lot. It's funny because I've had a couple of people go back and watch it, and I got a couple of messages about that.
I noticed. I noticed.
Even today,
it was kind of funny to watch, man.
Yeah.
Because like, as I was watching it, you looked right at a proximity mine and ran right in that direction. But in listening to it back, I was like, I don't think he really had many options. Like, he couldn't really run anywhere and be safe. He just kept getting tagged left and right by those proxies.
So even a little bit
Absolutely
before we went
hilarious.
live, Hal messages and he goes, I watched your match against UMAD. Quite the concussion proxy dances, Stitch. The first one on Embassy was good, but the second act on Office was perfect. Act goes on Office. I sat in the corner and watched until he died. I said, Act was playing Firewall and I was playing Minesweeper.
But I mean, hey, you know, it actually worked out. Ak was really able to pull that one off, and you did clear the room. You did run in a nice big circle. We'll see how Office goes for these two teams. See if Utilities similarly. It looked as though UMAD was trying to utilize that. Unfortunately, they didn't play to the strong suit of the utility. They moved away from the laptop, which is where everything was. If they sat a little bit closer to the laptop and engaged them there, I think they could have played off of the utility a little bit better. But instead, they got an engagement very far away in hopes that the utility would help them in the end.
Yeah, 2 up right now. Moving over to Office
Okay.
for game number 3.
So let's go left. Let's go left.
See a very early push out towards mid by the Lobby Killaz, who are going to start off. And here comes Lobby Killaz getting the grenades in nice and early, ending this one quick. And Lobby Killaz are going to take this one in a matter of seconds. And yeah.
Okay. So yeah, eventually I'll get to balance UMAD's audio.
Eventually. Now this is an error that a lot of people make, and you know, like I say this because like you see it in league play all the time. It's a race to the center of Office. It's always the case. Even a 4v4, a 2v2, it's always a race to the center. Of course, I say this with caution because it depends sometimes on the spawn of the defense. Yeah. But overall, you have greatest control of the map if you can take the central location the fastest. And in this case, Lobby Killaz pushed up super quick. It took UMAD a little bit of time. They went zigzag. They did it cautiously and suspiciously, and you could even hear it in their voice. Like, I knew I heard them, but it was a great play by Lobby Killaz taking advantage of that.
Yeah, it's a tough one because like you kind of know at this point, especially for like league plays and stuff like that. I mean, like Lobby Killaz, right? They're gonna know when to push up in those situations, right? And where the spawns are. So as UMAD, you got to think to yourself, like normally in Publix, like if these are common rush spots, that's just to stay back, go around. This is what I was saying before about about how the playstyle changes with 2v2. Play it a little bit slower, play it a little bit safer, because you don't have those people to rely on for revives, added support. It's just the two of you there, and if you get caught out like that, it's instantly game over, man. You gotta get beat.
And if you're going to engage in that zip zigzag there. Bring flashes or bring smokes. Bring some sort of diversion to draw their attention away and make them approach a little bit more cautiously. In this case, UMAD, they were kind of left high and dry. Tried to engage in that gunfire, didn't work out in their favor.
All right, let's push on these motherfuckers, bro. Let's go.
So they're setting up their utility here in the cafeteria. It sounds like they're laughing and have a good time. They're just, you know, chilling. Gets a couple of shots on,
Oh my
but
God.
two, not able
I
to
put hell
control
shots in
the
that
pace. And Paper Chaser gets dropped. Or drops, I should say. Strychnine was dropped. Good revive there.
My body.
And now Enoch stuck in the office space just outside the laptop.
Double down.
And he doubles with Strychnine. Might be a little early on my calls there. Apologies about that. And here comes all that utility. And in their rush, they didn't get the firewall.
Oh, I got it. You stay here. You stay here. Oh, fuck. Which one should I go for?
They do have just under 30 seconds left.
But, oh, you're like, why can't I hack this bitch?
Turtle Joe, Ranger, what is it you're trying to ask me? He's trying. He said, "Take it slower."
Good job.
Is this a joke as to me normally not being slow?
Oh, fuck. I hate to leave.
Maybe.
Yeah,
The slowest I've ever seen. Go ahead.
I just want to say it's funny because everybody's like, "Well, I've never seen Titch like play so like slow and whatnot," and we did. And I think it's just been so long since we've actually played in leagues that normally in publics, yeah, I'm just like a.
Well, okay.
But
based on my observation in your competitive play style, you're the flanker. You tend to deviate from the group. So do you take it slow? I wouldn't say you necessarily take it slow, but you do go at your own pace because in a full squad, you tend to take your own route and try to go for flank and get visuals early on. Because if you die, you're one of the best all-outs on the team. So it makes sense that maybe you can get visuals on the field. You could get visuals in the cameras.
Exactly. So I do the flank. I try to create some distractions, some chaos, try to get some kills, and then try to die so I can provide my teams with epic comms, and that's how we would win.
What's up, Johnny? How you doing, Frosty?
Yeah.
Nigel with the brie. Yeah, we'll cover in German and leather pants for sure at 10 o'clock. At the rate things are going, we might not even reach 50 minutes, but let's hope things turn around for Team UMAD. We are going to bunker.
They got to get on the board. But yeah, 2 more. This will be done. We'll see what happens here.
We've seen some pretty awesome comebacks, man.
Right,
yeah, last thing we want to see is
motion on that far left, and I'm gonna cover the right.
And right away, very early engagement, trapping Team UMAD at spawn.
Alright.
Grenades out. Enoch eliminated. 1 member left of UMAD.
It's all good. It's all good.
Strict 19 Law Red. True Paper Chaser downing Tune. And right here. Wait. Strict 9 doubles with Enoch. I thought he was eliminated. My mistake. Does get back up, but it doesn't matter. Lobby Killaz take this one very early on bunker. And I gotta say, what the difference is here, from what I'm seeing, is the speed. It's strictly speed. Lobby Killaz are so fast to their position that it doesn't allow UMAD to even get out of their, in that case, they couldn't even get out of their spawn. There was no contest when the engagement started. It did look like Toon was able to shoot and get a couple of shots on target, but it wasn't sufficient enough to support his partner Enoch.
Yeah, Ranger says experience. And it's partially what it comes down to, experience, right? Knowing where to go, exactly where to position to be able to catch these people off guard. But yeah, it's a tough one, man. And we're 5-0 match point. I mean, that's not where UMAD wants to be right now. You know, lobby killers coming in. They've got one more, and they've been they've been absolutely all over you, man. At this to this point, like I don't know, man. This could be it.
Yeah, it's tough. You saw Office. You're seeing Bunker. They just rush so fast that doesn't even give UMAD time to think. But they're laughing. They're having a good time. They're just enjoying themselves. I think that's what's most important. If they'll make it to quarterfinals or not. They're like, it is what it is, but as long as we try our best. And let's be honest, Lobby Killers, they are the more experienced teams to be entering this 2v2 knockout. And it sucks to be put up against them right off the get.
Yeah. But we could be going into our last one here as we're loading in. Now, I don't know about you, but these streams are like so far away from each other. It's not even funny.
They're like 3 seconds.
It's insane.
I'm trying to pay attention to see what screen that everybody else is watching, so I don't give info in advance.
That's why I didn't switch last time, because if I had switched, it was already too late.
All right, so UMAD, they get the server room. This is totally defendable.
That we can actually hold.
We'll see if they can capitalize here. They didn't come with a door blocker. Could put them at a disadvantage, might not. We'll see. They're setting out their utility.
I don't know if that's going to do anything.
But they do need to be careful. Should grenades come in there and they are near their proximity mines and those blow up. It's bad news, Bears.
Yeah. But a lot of concussions, a lot of mines. Seems to be a UMAD army tactic. That's how they got 2 off of us. Or one off of us.
Oh God, yeah, you are even your perspective of Lobby Killers is very far behind mine.
That's the saying.
All right, it's all good.
Yeah, give me my space then. Give me. You go ahead. You go first. Yeah, I'm going right. Give me some space. All right. Clear.
Strict 9 and True Paper Chaser. They know what's up.
It's gonna be a hard breach.
They're expecting a difficult push.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna drop a C4 on mines, okay?
Checking all the angles, making sure that nobody's hiding, sneaking around where they shouldn't be.
Alright, hold on, let me put a motion on the back.
Goes that first proximity mine.
Dude, careful. I'm clearing the back over here, Strick. I hear him over here. I'm gonna put a motion over here. Okay, I was gonna put him,
All the movement outside the server room is messing with UMAD. They're hearing audio all around them.
The motion kind of like right here, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here comes the Lobby Killers. You're gonna get ready for a push. Gets the door open. You're gonna go for some grenades. Just like that, Enoch gets dropped. True Paper Chaser with a nice throw. And here comes the breach.
Ranger, don't.
They both push in.
Coming in right.
Oh, and here, oh my gosh, all the proximity mines going off. They do get tuned down. True Paper Chaser, I believe, taking both eliminations there.
It's right here, it's right here. I hear it, it's right here.
For the jammer, I think.
Right here? It might be on top. It's illegal though, huh? Yeah, it's illegal. It was hidden in between the server here.
Well, they're able to get the jammer. They're gonna go for the hack.
There we
They're
go.
gonna win this 6-0.
Good
Very
work,
first
boys.
one of the tournament.
No.
And I heard the UMAD guy say, "Well, this isn't a good look. Sorry, guys, for all you watching," and kind of chuckled about it. But hey, man, you don't have to be sorry.
Yeah.
It's all fun and games.
Somebody has to win at the end of the day.
Yeah, ultimately, it's what ends up being.
And then
You either win or you lose.
And thankfully,
There's
Ranger
no
doesn't have
tie
to
here.
drive a forklift while watching us. That's probably not the smartest thing to do. I don't
No,
suggest it.
Let's not pierce anyone.
Any more time? We do have another
Firewall.
one. Well, this is fairly quick. So we have another one at 10 Eastern that we will be back for. Like I said, we're gonna obviously kill this. We'll be back in later on, so be sure to tune in for that one. And that one's going to be Germans in pants.
Leather pants.
Yeah, Germans in leather pants versus Ace Blockers.
Yeah.
So that's going to be Nigel with the Bree and good old Johnny Cage versus Wild One Racing and
It's me, Rio.
and 10K Watt.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be a matchup, dude. Wow. Wild One Racing and NK Watt are really going to give Johnny and Nigel a run for their money, man. Those guys are solid players, and so are Johnny and Nigel. This I know. Yeah. That's going to be an exciting one. You're not going to want to miss it. This is happening at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, Nigel Flex with the main event slot for tonight. But yeah, this was a fairly quick one. But you know what? Lobby Killaz move on to quarterfinals, and this means that they are going to be going up against. Well, I got to pull up that again.
the
Lobby Killaz is going up against the alternates. The alternates in their quarterfinal matchup. Yeah. So that I believe is our very first quarterfinal matchup confirmed. And we'll see how the rest plays out. But if you haven't followed already, please consider doing so. Hit that follow button. It costs you absolutely nothing. You can also hit that notification bell. That will notify you every time we go live. But an even better place to know when we're going to be live and when we're going to be casting subs is over on our Facebook group page. Just go to Facebook groups, type in Amateur Hour Commentary, and you'll find us super easy. Nice big banner with our logo on. Shouldn't be hard to find. We post the events there, and you can also check us out on YouTube channel if that's your preferred platform to watch. Johnny, thanks so much for the 100. Appreciate it.
Much appreciated. Yeah, that's gonna be it for us. I will not be wearing my cock hat next game. That was just special for this one. So if you missed it, well, that's too bad. Otherwise, yeah, it's been fun. So be sure to, guys, we see you back here in roughly 2.5 hours.
For sure.
Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan. I'll be here.
All right. So with that, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.